no mo bi share the link chem no ko anko so obi aso what you say no obi ehun say Coastal TV Community Connect dwumadi no ye live and colored yakoti abakwasem kakra aba me e shop asa me no me no yesuade bebre enti no baby edwin so we say ye hwe environment no ho asem. The last time me share mu say environment no enima bebre na keka bom man ye environment ye hwe asase in fact nipa eka ho mframa ye ho me nsu ayenom empo enua ewom emmoa ni nyina ka bom ene ye frɛ ne say environment ewiem ka ho eposo asase ase edoso pa nti sa meka environment ye di nkomana sa wote sa maka environment we hu asem ena meka eno ho nkomo ena ye ba bedi midin eye AFIBA ESSIEN ye ne EPA Environmental Protection Authority for ena ba betwetwe nkomo no e wo fie ha sei on sa maka environmental protection e say edwuma omo no omo asudia ne say omo beboa ye ntimemufo no ema ye di ye environment no eni ya hwe ni yie na nchima nso eho ankwache wo mo mfimfini mantem eye nkrabata omo ti ewo ogwa Cape Coast ha sei omo mpanyifo na mensa akom wo fia sei a me ne omo eba betwetwe enkomo no na mpanyifo mienu yi mi omo dia na mewo owura JESPAR TACHIE MENSAH ono eye senior program assistant sanso ena owura AIDOO enso eye senior program assistant eye central regional EPA officer ewo ogwa ha sei no eho ena omudi omudwuma mpanyifo me mamo akwaba monjime ahenewa so ma wonse na de maka me mamo akwaba ye da masese se ye to nsa frɛ mo no maba ena me boss ama me topic bi eye brofo bebre ma kan sa but me did this mo betimi aboa me ama ya chechem ache ye tiefo ene ya hwefo ne etie ne se nansen ya torenchem bebre ena esisi ye enkankan nsio na eto kese kakra no kofo dan bubuye ebinum ahwere wo mo kwa ebinum so sisi amno kasa yo munsi wo mo dada mu biem sanso mo dideme wo mu nipadua mu ajapade bebre nso ena hwere nkofo nti enkomo aye ba bedi no ehia pa se ye bedi sa nkomo no na aboa omanfo na topic omo de ama me no bro focus am se me kan bro focus am omo say process importance and why companies must do EIA no omo say environmental impact assessment ansa bro fo no do anopa me num ti mesrem nti mpacho muncheche kakra se yakase obi eye environmental impact assessment eno ye brofo ye cheche ma ede na nipa no oye ana me mo register okay mama wait I'm so one so me mic no I so me mic no mama yeah
Ozikan mama wait efuni na achi.
Ebi ajoso.
Waje ma henwa.
Yeah, henwa.
Na mpanyinfu aha mama wana achi. Na ma chiremechi kakra so. Ifi supia wenya ni baby ko supinu no ni fi. Oye manana. Me ho na Madam Coastal TV for so ase. Madam Regional Director so ase. There wa mama kwenya there muntu mbesi na name na nkomo wo pede wo twetwe na nsem wo bisa ne nso yetum nkyerem kakra mo na yeka environmental impact assessment oye brofu bebre but oye enyama makade anan pe no ohwe
okay
there first off yebohu mayere beye no nsunsuni ozebaba baby aye na ahene immediate environment ma endoze baba madachi oze baba na ekwana ya betum afado yesiwa no
okay
nti environmental impact assessment ni tuma ni na secha ni
so wo no tofa ni nyina no okay na me mbra wankasa so na menko ora Isaac okay nti no ora Isaac wa bo no tofa che nti brofo na se wayi ni maako na wa cheche wa translate e de amaye say ye de ba ye dada sitine mu a emfa ne say Coastal TV afre ne ye ba be see a new branch e wo Cool Town na ye see ye environmental impact assessment e de na ye also answer my microphone. No, also.
Yo, environmental impact assessment na ya kind of rough bebre no. To them my brother can.
Yeah.
And I be said there is a coaster wo be dey wo dwumedi foforo a.
Yeah.
E baaze na wo be ye that mean environmental impact assessment. Ya de bo hwe wo dwumedi na.
Sir.
Oya kasa bebre. Ni na ye there. Everybody dwuma. Ye share dwumedi na everybody no. EPA your mandate eco either your bashing a protect environment.
Sir.
Into Jumedina Albedino, it be impact.
So
all the Barbara environment on anything.
Okay.
Online Casani nani.
Okay.
Into your bashe Costa or Bessie water and then obey Costa TV. Costa TV now obey. Eya daya will be so assassin. Into war structures ni na no assassin will be seen word. Assassin will be seen word and assassin no bobby to them.
Okay.
Assassin ye baby o ye there we see wo.
Okay.
We see or the be so ado na or the baba timemu funa what one. Into ya buy assessment.
Okay.
Na ya hwede on fa anwoche anede nsu yiri ya diken no nsu tata ho ebia mo baye nsu tata ho nti mo peda mo ya failing.
Okay.
Failing no so mo ya obereze asase no.
Okay.
Nti nsu na office ro na oroba na bebi a ode obegu no sisi a ontum mba bio nti obafa baby foforo.
Okay.
Ofa baby foforo a ode nsu yiri baba anede otide na wana mpo nyimpa te ho bajo atma making nti ono na ye bohwe na ye di hu dwuma na ya assess impact of the babra timemifo area ho.
Okay.
And sana ye tuana more de okay e woni ye anado no.
Sir, what the can say say you wanna say baby a boni be ka say waterlogged area ho nso ta ta ho pa no. Dia no ye one. Ano ya de ba kwa mahu say we aha say no yentimi incident wo ho. Okay. Edin biem ana mo betimi ahwe e wo area ho apart from the fact say ye waterlogged area no edin biem na mo hwe ka ho.
Medasi onye ehye wodumezi na sene pena yehwe ensunsunni a ozebeba but emom break to break no eye wedumani na yemo schedule schedule no ye insise wo ekona ebafado akura wumra wo septic tank the way are operationally your daily operational activities ebe share the minyameni na no nti yehwe wi a yemo nhihye de because of ebia nipa dodo a what high wo septic tank make sure they be every month or there ema what dislodge no mo we yehwe de baby a ewo no obeninsu nti onye de oye nsu no kwan another waterlogged area pena yehwe them American yehwe operational activities na ya mo nhihye na bring to bring so ya inspections na ya hwe de nhihye na yezemo no easy do na nwana wo nchane no wonya isusunye boni bia
so I'm fancy for can say say aso kan kafo bi wo ha on say omo ba be sidan a to say your area be a friend say ha no high tension area nti no wontimi incident ho na ya kan hye no wona so woni mo ya kan hye ne say ho no man incident ho but o say asase no me na dia ono di ja me say ni say nti no me am property me na me person me ye na me ye e wo so sa ankofo no e kwan be na ye de mo befa so
Eshe mbra yezi eduma our Environmental Protection Act 2025 Act 1124 na Environmental Assessment Regulation oye LI 2504 on my hand ekwan bebre LI ni pobe ama iyankasa as an authority yetum I enforce environmental laws I arrest na no honkeka ho nti ekwan as one for those on bebre there were administrative penalties say facility ana nipa no dwuma na original or permit that they are able to revoke ana seize permitting na ya ensure them or that is obia or dwuma that or boom brado but obi or shall say no we have something we call collaborative responsibility and collective responsibility. Ono ye onye yankuti na ye juma ye ne Ghana Police Service, ye ne Assembly, ye ne Environmental Health. Inti so bandama ye share the appropriate authority able to nine ezijuma. Na ye share the appropriate measures or punishment that we can make out to this particular person in question.
Okay, who is it for become?
My memfa kakranso, my brother.
Okay.
Na record be there. Nimpa no oya skanka. Na say em fan there. Baby a oria no. Mbra man no kwan da obeye wo ho.
Sir.
Na bia webu.
Mbra
no so na wa ya. Ya wo kwan bebre a ye fa no.
Okay.
Onu ntina ye ka dey say beye bibia project yara. Bra yipi na wanyo fa nhihye o ama ibeye wie na wo so nyama na rebeye project bi idi sika be hye bibim na yabaka a che no nkanyi de eye obanda ma oye ha nti bohwe a odu baby a konta na da obodu baby no bona obi we kwesi wo fanda edan odesi water area ah baby a nsu offer bakwan no wase o wade we kobu edan no na nyimpa no mpo antase da minyo menyina aka ho nti se empede ebakwadam awochi no mu a nti na ye ka de eya ebayipi a ye bohwe na yin afa nhihye nim na dam environmental impact assessment a ye kan ya bohwe wudumedi na ya hu de bebi ale ya ade no on fa nsusu ade boni bia emba ama iye wie a no echi resan bia enkoba na ya san ya mo nhihye ya no su bedido ama obi wo ho a ya baba bohwe oh ha ya fine demo aha ya fine na wa ye ni dwumedi na ewie no dwumedi na wa ye ewie na yabaka ne de olidi ni dwuma no gata se yamfa ne de olidi ni dwuma de as company yamfa ne Coastal TV yamo ehye anade yamo akonye ne wobetu bebi a wobesi Coastal TV no yakama mu esi Coastal TV na ewie mu wie no mu dwumedi na muze no o impact environment
okay
mpatata sa asase na amoba no ena dam eyi ni nyiwo nti ya mo kwan de wonye wo dwumedi afi wo dwumedi na wo ye no all say environment nti ono so ye wo kwan de dwumedi na la ya mo de ye no afi se enye ni yeza na ye wo kwan de ye sansi wo kwan de ma ye dam dwumedi nti ye wo akonya bebre a ye fodo a se obi wa mfambra no da iya kru ya ye botum ya san ya bada no ye da ye damazi na ye into damaza na no jay wudwumedi na alizim
okay for me call step by step process se me ye impact assessment ya man yanya ne step by step ansa na EPF mpo aso beti na o ma background ho na ba behwe no menya asase makoto ana ye me amede na me pese menye project bia emfancy so a first of all nyema be nta na wasa me akwa documents papers bibi ben na me wian so amede aba EPF office me ba nkomo ben na me mu ndi ndie ben sa na mo behwe ansa na mo situ na mo mpa fi office aba behwe
yo medase maka kakra na we am brother so odibi atio
okay
ebedi juma akonya bebre wo ho odikan baba yipi eba ye wo bibi a ye fa no ye wo forms a ye de mamo
okay
na dam forms no ono aso oye environmental assessment registration into go through the registration process as nyanyim baby alba ya de nta wo na le baka kire ye de oh me wo asasi de mi da ha me peda me didi de mi dwuma
okay
nti won bo am na won ma me pam won ma akonya na me fendi mi dwuma nti ba ye wo forms wo ha ye de ba mo nti e ba fill da mo form ni na wie na ye wo portion bi wo na iwi na assign iwi a na nye ya start ye dwuma no ye dwuma no o start free screening
okay
screening there afi ye bohwe de bia asase no order no nye da aba na fill form na ewie na ewie e fill form ni wie a afi ye begina wonum asam na eken no do form no so portions bi wo a no so obakire ro babisa wo asase no da he location wala baka asase no oteden be chechirem so I nsu bia ne nyina portion wa abechechirem nsu bi da o baka nti kadam nsem ne nyina wi a iwi ana yeso ye de wi abahwe asase ye ba no wanum asam na e baka e kire ye na yeso ye de kwa asase no do okay osumezi o se na asase o ye kama ye bi sane de nsu ta o se o nsu nta o ye bi sane de nsu tini bi da ho o lo nsu tini bi anda ho nti ono kran board disqualify you okay de etwa to a kire ye okay de nyim de nsu da ha eso be no si nsu bi anda ho nti wan na yehu de no asama ala kan litwa yento okay onsi wala ye bokodo na ya ye edwuma ebia andi no kola ankyere ye di but ye be ye edwuma na ya hwede even though anka no kola ankyere ye no ye ba access na ya hwede ye di mo be ye ya na de o ye but atasa nti ye fi screening no do a na ya frɛ bibi scoping okay but atasa scoping ni de ye bo hwɛ impact no the impact no ayako yeah but that is if you are na waterlogged area that is nti say yamo kwan me ya or the flooding baba one impact okay that is yeah nti e basically all the impact no wo ni nyina no if you are yamo kwan me ya or ye settlement nkofo residential area also so the basic area bibia all the chemicals, inhaled chemicals, and dangerous problems baba timemfuno. Yeah. It is urban dama. Na akobane there impact no. Yes, you mentioning na fufu. It is say impact na. Ina ye wu okay. Ye we ye scoping. It impact na ba hwe we oye major impact. We ye dem. Okay. Ye hye ni na wi a. Ina afi yasi about baseline here no so ya bo hwe there impact no mo won he no obotum affect ti memufo na nkasa okay nkofo mo around nti ebia jumenti na lebedi no impact no the baba no o ma anada oba affect ti memufo na won na no so ya bo hwe ni nyina mbojata asa nti ye we baseline ni wi a na afi yakọ the next step. Which is? The next step is there. You have to make sure that you make it a little bit, you want mitigation measures. Mitigation measures. All right. Mitigation measures. Yes, there. So, urban there. You make it a little bit, impact on the brain. Even she share na ye. Or the bobo. Another baby. Obesiano. Okay. Nti obi o also ma no oye wetland nsu asase no nti bi a ma feel na mo me feel a mayadam okay enyoma obaye no ibi a nye ye hwe assessment na ye hu no okay so obaye damazi abc dia na no ebotum ya akodo na ya man permit because ibi a ibedu asase no do asase no yawo environmental habitat yawo mboa na yi na adenkutu nwo so wa asase no ma wona nwo so wote nti se elboju asase no do elbotu damo mboa ni na efi ho elbotu efi wa e ba ze na ebe ye a elbotu me protect damo mboa no but ma be kana ta sa nti ni nyina so ya bo hwe okay isa mensa what do you better so na ma mezebeka woni de ma shase de mo shase na ekra na bi ni bi a oyi film na mezaka ho okay eba for registration now first off you be here document bi okay bibi to the what site plan what block plan site plan number me ye hu asase ni baby order na won ko wo be nkumu nifa epui atoy ni na ye hu jumezi orekodo wo ho okay na block plan no so amaye hu then aname ebesi no mosima obeye nyama obokum and then if or your business na ebe run or your hotel hospital a hospital or your beshe wo documents from Hefra or your petroleum fuel your beshe wo documents from NP or your hospitality your beshe wo documents from Ghana Tourism Authority. It's yeshe dem nyameni na adama
my brother Ken na yɛba ma form na afew ɔno yɛ wonum asɛm ɛbɛkyɛn dɛ masters ne da ha eyi wɔ ha mɛyɛ demi mezi demi bo to demi na second stage ni yɛ screening ne yɛ mbra ihe EPA yɛbɛ visit our site for the first time na yɛ abɔhwɛ dɛ ma ɛtrɔe wɔ hene form sinima dama na ɔte wɔ site na dama na ɔte a abrambo na ebotum za abo ɔnte dama so a ma order yɛ correct wom ana ma order yɛ ka fa ho ya ka fa ho yɛ bandaman yɛ abɔhwɛ dɛ mudwumezi na ebezi no ɔbɔboa one wɔ benwan ɔdze sunsunya bɔn ba brown one ma ɔte bia ne yɛ ba site a ɔno na yɛ nso yɛ bɔhwɛ na yɛ taking a note right from then we go to the scoping dem okay no na yɛ ahwɛ oh aha yɛ waterlogged area nti ebia o facility near appropriate for the site but because oil waterlogged area nti oh you're feeling na your drainage kese to her ama nsun wa from na wa connect her to her ono nini na kan then we go to the baseline that is the mitigation stage ono na yebeka de oh ebia eyendemia onye ye according to block plan as when him tria ha but yes there because of environmental impact inti for when him tria ha na ye gata no to ha inti from there we also give technical advice on how you can go about your project if my area no can be mitigated or can be reduced.
Okay. Also, measure say na me church environment ni mo no. Make say ye nipa so ye kan environment no ehun ye kan ho bi na eso. Nti no there was this research about global warming and to the extent that even building materials like blocks are disi dan no and bet me determine say edan mu ho heat beba ho and heat emba ho. You share in the long run heat it me cause a lot of health implications. Ya pomidin and to me emani see say heat e wo dan mu ha. If you mo check say ani mani na sha na.
Screening now. Okay. On the form there is even a part yebisa there what is your access to electricity and what kind of power do you use. That is your pedem there. They use electricity, they use solar, and you use a plant or a generator. Ordinarily, you use plant and a generator, you use fuel, and then the emissions would be too much. In Tiabana, ono pay your source of energy. You botum advice there. You can't use that just as your source of energy. Into switch call our normal electricity. Another considering where you are facing, you can have access to solar energy. Need to use that instead. If this is your source of water, the minimum consider because we are also very concerned about climate change. On see what the make the environment nipa kan. Yes, there. Say is jumane and you free juma. What workers and do you even give them protective clothing? Okay. Into environment and if we are doing our screening and scoping, we ensure that every component of the environment is taken care of or is looked at.
Mr. You do person for being can one.
Okay. Because of heat now kind.
Okay.
Now make up there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh there you can there Aruba at the whole block plan. Based on block plan you to me when they be a burden ebia isi we are on board.
Okay.
Nti no so yetum yema aponkyere. There based on whole block plan ebia ye ne demia nko oboboa. Okay. Nti block plan so o ma yehu the nature of building na ipede ye this.
Good. Let's just say assessment we know a very important say be answer na your project bia. Na say no migration ko for two kwan e ko baby bebre. Obehwe baby to say cool town. First no na nipa wo ha en no so sa. But say no akwantuo ni ade nipa bebre na ba beka ho e wo ha say. Ya plan na wie na ye hwe no temporary structures. Slums meka dan ya bobo ho na structure no basa ni ade ni na aba beka ho. Nti no ama even ye drainage kwampo no enye proper. enema bebre na air sanitation ni ade no ni nyina ensiye e wo sa environment first na ka ye fine but emre ko nanim ne ye say problems ni ade eba enti no ye be ne den ye be pull down the temporary structures am my like decongestion be koso ana say ye be maintain ni sa
what I say first off mema them clarity.
Okay.
Environmental Protection Authority, we don't permit temporary structures.
Okay.
That is one. Number two, Obiari Besi name projector. One of the requirements are mambosing, zoning letter from assembly.
Okay.
So we would even need a permit from assembly, a zoning letter from assembly, and Sana will go ahead. Normally, no. Henezin last process.
Okay.
Inte ya oma henejuma no oyezen kaka because obi botum ako obi ye fuel station. Botum enya ne requirement BBA NPA baman obi abaman. The last authority is from Environmental Protection Authority. Ebotum aba na hwe wunia wako through all these stages wako NPA wako assembly waje fire certificate why dem nyame na na bibi nti entuma man permit nto ma eduma ne esen. But back to your question no obi besi ni bibia about the slamming, we don't permit temporary structures. But then ebana as a zoning letter from assembly ba dem a yeka ne yeba na
temporary structure
no for a permanent structure.
Okay.
Yeba na ya hwe so we mo ye wo neighbors ebia neighbors ne ye asasa why temporary structures. On the form that you fill, you have a column for stakeholder engagement. Inti yamfani de denia osi high ni police no for the stakeholder engagement order onye ni neighbor woni benkums nkomo ma woni ni faz nkomo wana wo ben order oni wonzi nkomo na wotum kama order waka na otro na wa sign inti that part of the work is mainly the duties of the assembly. Inti dama yake collective responsibility. So Obandama will write back to assembly. We have that communication.
Okay.
Yetumnya memo fee Minerals Commission. Ebetumnya memo fee MPA. Until we can also memo them that this particular way a woman and permit before I able kodam and permit. In environmentally, no, if it's friendly, if it's sustainable, but per what we saw on grounds, we would want you to take a look at it again according to your zoning structures. Now, is it still suitable? Then, if they say it's suitable, we can't do anything about that. We just proceed and do our part of the work.
Okay. Environment is your name one a woman. Okay. And one also ye one room and a woman no more ewofie. Ye nya imponchi wofie, ye nwan nkokọ ene ade wofie. Obi wo ha oye ne kese on a commercial scale. Sa nipa na o pese or establish that should I call animal farm no. So bana so ba beje permitter. Ade ene de na mo hwe ansa na maka che ne say onyan emwa because ye nim say eya na omo can say excretion near there even the pampaya ya na fi ho ba no kra no ya na ya humi ko yimu a enye nti ya EPA de na mo behwe na mo ma no kwan na waye structure bi a etisa me ye remfi enantwe fo nso a mo nso mo de enamu ye ye omo de
yo me da wase I'm there farming is part of EPA enyoma ayehwe ho nti say bia erbanya yemboa no so baba no so awode e beje permit damara na yewo large scale farmers ewo ho na yewo small scale farmers na wo mu bia no awode wo to anamo by EPA everybody no today e ba pass through all the processes here yakin nti e bo hwe location apeda yazen emboa dodo a epede enye ho for the start ena baby arebaya azeno structure ben na rebobo but answer because embona so nya ventilation intinu ntumu embon sidan mu nyewe na mfa mbu angum 9 to 2 nti abohwe structure na ere yewe ni ewi aye baba na ya abohwe land no process na ye for be fa ni nyina mu nti fa ni nyina mu a wi ana ya hwe location na elbeye aze no wi ana afi ya hwe stakeholder consultation na wona se area ho no obi mutewa ya bahwe
okay
then you want edidi nkomo ma we okay ana de ebia previous obi kura mbe ye bibi wo order mpotata sa nti ye hwe dem nyamani na nti ye hwe ni na na say it pass through all the processes then we go ahead to give you permit ya mo permit na chi na we no nsi wala no so ya bokodo na ye engage na ya hwe de mboa no ese erenya mboa de mboa no ye wo number of ibia rooms ana de ye hwe rooms na oye we na dodo na edi bogu eho no one ya crowded a won ina wo bowu ni na ye boa ma ye hwe levels no
okay aka enenhwe na ye ne omo enam no mo se ye kom wa
yeah enenchu we ni de in fact or very serious issue
yeah
na de bia ye ka de embrano wo hoze because nenchi erenyan embo a otedama de bia ye ka de awode nya baby azemo ho a wontum one back room ibi ti de obetum obi na igina na obi odin nenchi abafa aha nkata sina no so oyaza EPA yegudo a yedi wodwuma until very soon we'll come out with proper AI yebotum ya hwe na yedesi udama ade no
Mr. MENSAH person can be
to top up about agriculture, animal farming. Onunti na ye screening them my brother Ken. Na ye stakeholder consultation. Inti a portion on the former or zoning.
Okay.
So we see there baby area project or an industrialized area or residential area or mixed uses. Inti yeba based on what we see around. Anytime I ban we take geographical coordinates. Adjoining land uses. Adjoining land uses nature to your north, to your south, to your east and west. Abazen or Kodo.
Okay.
On an Obama yehu there, who project an area or you're suitable for where you are doing it.
Okay.
Again, okay, maybe about ventilation and then the structure. Say, Mbwano Bobohona Yarababa, Mbwano, you are rearing them to sell to humans. Inti, say, Obenya Yarabana Atonma Nipato. Na once when Yaraba Ombwa. Inti, even then, no Yasha was asking, Yasha there, our land document, or Yawazi. And then, if on Yawaza, we take tenancy agreement. Just to make sure that we are not permitting a temporary structure.
Okay.
Nti yeboshe the manyamani ni na na yehu oh ahaye. Okay nti mboa no proper hone mana hone waste obokwe hin.
Okay.
Ebe ye de na mo no so abansu na eze bomo hone. Ese peda we open base na ebe ye ne den anahemfa na ezuwenwa che na wambe ye de obi esine da no wa ha obi ni school wa ha ne nchane piggery and poultry because one thing nkofu nyim the EPA yeye is inspection.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah wo complaint fa wo ho a say yet na ha obi wo wonchen na ne dwumeze orizi no omboa ana otete wa eba lodge complaints, we take the complaints, we follow up, we visit, we inspect, and then we advise.
Okay.
Personally, my call, pig will be a bubonko. Na nipa ni fie wo hona nipa na ye pig wo nature. But fortunately for the man, obviously need an OJ permit.
Okay.
And so he had the backing of EPA to consult the piggery, and then we gave the owner 2 weeks to move. And then after 2 weeks, yes, and then he had moved. And so that is literally how we operate. It keeps changing every day. You need very static or permanent situations. They keep changing, but as and when they come, we try our very best to find very possible ways around them to bring cohabitation.
Okay. Yeah, that's it pa. And you know, Mr. AIDOO, so you see kind no. And then share the me train pa because baby I'm no. Omo hardwin. Omo timi be cause traffic na me nipa me na train say na ntwe be twam. Ansa na mako. Nti ye twam mo fa mo regulations ne mbra.
O say EPA o say ye ni yetie o say your office dey. Ye ni sa wo krom.
Okay.
Nti say dey am bra kan no. Bibi ni a nti na you complain we no wodi ma ya bohwe obi wo mukra bia ne farm na
mo number bia mo de betu dwa na yetimi afra ye pese ye nye complaints na
complain dey no just our office
me ba office
because I one in one situation e baby so in some kra na bia ye betum ya ye we ansa na yetumi aba
okay
obi wo ho a oba fra bia wo baba no kra no na complain na wo de baba no ibi ana ya ade a obi so aka dada na wo so aka to nti ya ba ne say may say no ade we I will say yes speed up na ye ho bi
me next and I think last but one question and one question clarification na me hwehwe environment am di kan ni ma bebre ka ho say ye hwe baby ye ke adwuma efom ne ahabem ye wo insects e wo ho omo asase na se a omo very important and can say you ku but on saying chemicals I dey adwuma no so adults clarification am hwehwe say minim say a collective adwuma nti from a brand money let's say extension officers and let's say farmers no so interaction so na be omo be check say nyima say cost because apart from chemicals no eku insects ni sa emoa ne so no long term no it's also so yeah pomudin so and now me read this article on the 4th estate or more estates on more website and no more can a lot of chemicals are mehu cabbage Abobuleshi market ni one other Medina market Accra and it's a whole lot it's me clarification I'm trying to say mo yes interaction to check say omo ye near mo ye safely so na be ya enko for how be ya famba. And only as a clarification, okay.
So on that, one of the facilities and activities are you have on permit a license agrochemical. Okay. And when there is an issue, you can only tackle it from your point of view. From EPA standpoint, what we do is we license agrochemicals, not just those who sell it. One hour import, one hour apply. Now 1 hour turn retailers. Now them American collective responsibility and FDA by checking the pesticides, weedicides, chemicals, it doesn't have extreme impact on the human health or the vegetation. From EPA standpoint, once an agrochemical dealer, seller, or applicator, or per license, once they have the FDA's approval and it is a go ahead there, the chemical is okay to be used, to be sold. We would do that, we would license it. But bill to bill, you visit one with the inspection. Yes, if I have agrochemical form now, you check and write all the kind of chemicals are aeroton. Okay. Until if we come for site verification, now you're about to there. A cade aeroton chemical A, B, and C. Now, CCR no, you realize it there. Aeroton chemical G, which wasn't part of your initial application. Okay. We have the right to revoke your license. We have the right to give you penalties. We have the right to close your facility down. From EPA standpoint, that is where we tackle the issue from. Okay.
But of
how they count
na to say I'm a break. Okay. Obey BBA to like call FDA are more license to operate. No, your assessment impact our the environment. Okay. All the chemicals what pass it through from FDA. Now, when you have more license now, I feel baby we find the business na ekɔ location a wo de ekɔ no
okay
ɛna enyoma kora wo beton wo nti say FDA more saa nyoma ni na license no na yeso ye hu say okay location a wo bɛyɛ no ha timemufo na wo mo there then we can go ahead and give you the license after we apply on abia cabbage for instance na abia we spray cabbage so we spray so no about out no FDA but what I say FDA show me say no sa particular chemical we no mudugu cabbage so no nsunsuanso a banie
okay
it is hard there this you banning this chemical okay. Then we also take it up from there but when would they make nti one mudi we ba na yeso yenya sa signal no then we take it up
okay
so wo ba ye we na sa chemical no wo ma we will not give you permit but what
all right yeah that's a pan nti impanyfo mienu yi na omo cheche environmental impact assessment no emu de echomanfo ansa na major omo kwan kra ama omo akono mo last words amudi ejaye we ni ebe fe ni say key takeaway nkomo no ye di bebe but asamba ko a opese ento obi asun e wo sa environmental impact assessment nkomo ye di no ene say nti obi abeka ne de nti Mr. AIDOO wo be sha ase uwi ana Mr. MENSAH so de ne de ato
yo odikan ya beda coastal for ase na ya the director so ase the one me the ma kwenye na yeso ya bana ye besina name wa ha na mom ya basre de kakra ya bakan de obi a oritie yen dumedi bia epede say epede eye project bombazon na dumedi bia epede is no bombazon na ba ya so yo EPA office regional office or opposite DVLE ebawa we will go through all the processes na today my year can ya hwena osada yamo kwan yamo permit na didi uduma na easy na ya besre se obi bia so hu de obi luto anamo obi a obe impact environment na mant na wozi na enye hwe de onfon ho because onfon otomo yez na obafon because in suyiba wa cry obi o a otina bro side do so still obanodo nti ya besre yen na yen hya so na yambua na EPA edwuma no onsipi ehu bibi na onkoye so a obi ye bibi na feel there as all ye no onfa onboa environment na ebotuma aba ye will complain form ho na ye damo na etum abe da mu complain or other
okay Mr. MENSAH
kaka marasomaka aka honi there say obi pedozi dwuma biara
okay
onye EPA nkotin ye hu nhwehwem kaka because mostly yakwa outer mayet ni there oh na minyem mpo there bibi wo hodem ntepede esi wo hotel epede ye hospital epede ye restaurant whatever you want to do Mr. Abdallah Mr. Omar na sama oka oye ne depa nye de nti duesi mi fie na murutwa odamu ba EPA yes duesi fie na retwepo a odeba na ye permit na nsa etuma akodo etwedue no dwuma bi epedezi no not just EPA ye ho nhwehwem ansa na etunu ho anaman na wohu EPA so around that it is just for the protection of the environment. We just want the well-being and the cohabitation of everyone. And I can't take away okay. God willing, next year, EPA is leading the charge to ban styrofoam and single-use materials.
Okay.
That is take away packs and them.
Such as rubber can one.
For now, we are taking it a step.
A single use.
Yes, but the major one is the styrofoam. That is the takeaway pack. Into yeah, build to be no advert record, but in your queen, they be educated, sir. The Bama on Aswati.
Okay.
There, from next year, January 2027, we are banning styrofoam. And then the implementation of this policy would be very strict and hard.
Okay.
Into your Kodaba man from care there. One from one in your man to ye. Number in the dra, ambassador. That's it.
Yo, yeah, that's where the anchor me jam crime, Mamma, but Matter say, me fear say no, for be question. I'm per se or mubisamo. And sana mako evidence so mubisa abram was into met me a year no at their momo. I go fear her. Mbasho wa asembisa bia opese ubisano. Akwenya ho nti mpacho. Meja mpacho obesi me bisa wasem.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, daddy.
What is that question? I'm Wasam Kakaka.
Yo.
We are talking about environment.
Yes, please.
If there's noise going on now, what is the action is taking?
Yo.
Noise. When you say
noise pollution.
You call commander. You call you do honor. You bought 11 pet. You see them system in now. Now, but you know, Obi Uncle Fiancoda. I'm matching 5. But honey, your problem behind my high. We can't sleep. I'm the. You see, I'm telling you, driver by professional. You say I'm a driver who 4 bus and as a metro mass, I'm a quick man matching. That's a noise intimate to me. How am I going to drive?
Yo, yeah, that's
do something about it.
Yeah, that's a pan was a missa. And see, men and neighbors say noise pollution or some way, and then sans a commander. Yeah, mota banning noise after 11. I has a yanisa and see any day.
So, again, about noise, here airline no man can my yes hujuma. Now, we have an particular average decibel facility via order O2, that is the noise level order. Oh yeah, and then we have noise measurement machines. Inti say, "I'm from doya sir, and now yeah, it be a restaurant, hotel. No way them they did not. Them a can no. Here our office. Say the bibi ama ye pay. Answer ye bohun de oh ye dem you ha. Inti our obeno one. Say etum to anamane ba. Ye beji wonu ma asem. We will take complaints from. Ye be ye follow up. Na ya ba. Na ekwana ye boshe me yezi ya atu ye no. Ya ye hena films. Inti wo ehia ne hene side ana wo ehia ne hene mbra yezi eduma no ekwana ye botum ya afado ya aboani inti se ye ba na ye bohwe na oye bibi ode yetum free assembly ye ma police be ma depending on the situation on na mekan there situations no onye fixed and onye ekwe it varies from time and place inti ye ba mbrosi mo ate na ye bohu kwana ye ba fado na ya so wane
yo enti me say do the be account
yo daddy I'm there today my year kanu my brother kanu equal assembly kra CCI wo even information centers wo time limiter what am ho botum the time no epa entuma and so information so unless there be there is emergency be ono omo kind of be we nti no say complain about the man yen so yenda ho ye botumi a consult the assembly feel economic na ye tum ye tuana mo na bibia ayeboko
microphone.
We have to get ample time. It's about the There's a be the personal interest of this type. I'm a driver by professional. I had my driver in 1970. So I'm a driver. I told me I'm a driver for 4 bus. And I'm metro mass. Never quit my chance. Never to me. How am I going to drive? Over to you.
But I no corpa. On internet, I can say complain about you but to animal. Na ma oda phone ya.
See, Mr. AIDOO, na ye can sana even at that 11 p.m. time no. If you are 24-hour economy or hana. See, you better be a complaint. It's not maybe some more number be a bit me a fra. Oh, I can no be boy because ya wait she and you me bad the beer.
On the complaints form no, it is more or less like Eriko Ebia young friend court man Canada.
Okay.
About to my back there, I mean Mr. MENSAH, no marry them report there. Mr. Edu ne bar anane ne restaurant anane chapel why demi na demi. Right now we are in an advanced world.
Yeah.
So if it is around 11 p.m. maybe at 11 no Obia in your office into Mbotobia, you can take just a small video.
Okay.
If it is a picture, just to attach or back you. Now one year they be Mr. Edum and Penasim into my reporting my brain easy.
Okay.
Or yeah, just to back up claim. Into them Erica no every 11 or 12 mini office say or around this time now Abba na ebia akwenya wo director so one to car na one phone in one question now.
Okay.
Ma wabe ono osono ono but oh you late them now. Obey 11 them we won't have any proof to back whatever you are telling us.
Okay.
If or possible woba wona na bi try them video imam we are working baby obi twa video ebe hu time and place ni nawo na why them so that the answer is easy to now obey easier for us.
Okay. All right. Mr. Mensah, yeah, that's it. Mpacho, if you have asembisa bi mu ha. Mpacho bi wo ho. Mpacho mama ni microphone mama. Mama ni mic mama na on misa the question. You see, Ntimena na I hope say when ya wasembisa no anu ye. Yo, me that's it. Mama mpacho yeti o.
Ma su bibi ho makakra.
Yo.
Me tonaze. By Queens 20 pesos and what the money I get. I didn't want to was one G.
Okay, what do you need currency?
You there, either there. Ye Zana, Yen J.
Okay.
Say Yen J, dear. 1 ounce more be anti this can one trim.
Okay.
1 year.
Okay. If you for where they say and young jurisdiction, Anna. Okay. And you know, you best have on. Na ye bank paying for Babacasa. We mu de omunye bank adwuma nti omuntimi enchechem na emom no governor of that Bank of Ghana ano no ame ase kwansi ni nyina yedi sempo obi ma paper na se baby ate baby ayefi kra na yeje sansa ye currency Ghana currency nti Bank of Ghana governor ame ase yedi se skani na emom emrepam no ye besan so ene omo edi ehyiamu san be omo be chechem ye ama ya ye nte ase no ya te ase mbacho asembisa biem ewo ho ana yo sa asembisa biem eni ho de na ha na ye de EPA4 enkomo ni nyina eba besi na ye ne assemblyman owura kolata enso awo enkomo twetwen pa wo se ye nyamre na ye biebie mu eka ne ye ama omanfo nso enya omonti asese na maka no wo asembisa mpacho twemben ye na bebisa wa asembe ka wa asem san se wotena ho ne yentimi ehu ne ewo uchim wan kasa uti hu so ebe yiwe ibone ntimpacha ben ye na be bisa wa asem be ka wa asem na ye twa ye ho agya afọ nka to ye ba afi assemblyman kolata ene ye ba be bo enkomo e wo fi ase